Howdy there, YouTube. Price here. We're playing a game about digging a hole. Let's go! So, we've already beaten this game. I'll post that VOD later. But today, we're going to do something special. We're going to dig the entire flippin' yard. Okay? We're going to dig a hole? You want to dig a hole? Oh, we're going to dig a hole. Okay? And this green square is our blueprint. All right. We're going to go over here. I liked starting in the corner over here. Felt like it had a good amount of resources last time we tried, but we're gonna dig this whole sucker up. Digging holes, grabbing stones, grabbing coals. Sitting on my horse in the middle of the sky. I'm just a little diggy hole guy. I don't know why I do these things. All right, I just need to fast track it to the drill. All right, that's our main thing. Leave me in someone's backyard to find me, and later on they'll renovate. I could pop out and say, surprise! Are you going to be like an eldritch being of ageless horror or something? Well, you know what I need to do? I need to buy the jetpack before I get stuck down here. That's what I need to do. Now that I'm realizing it. Ugh. There used to be an old Flash game about a girl watching a pot of water boiling. Nice. Sounds about right. Now, I think I only really need the level 1 jetpack for now, or until we get the drill. Like, I just need to be able to get out of the hole. I don't need, like, hyper speed. Y'all don't know how hard it was for me after last stream to not pop in and play this game on my own to try and do this essentially just for fun because I really wanted to. But you only get one file. So if I had hit new game then, it would have gotten rid of the old file that I had, and I didn't want to do that right away. You'll be the fossil that they try and learn from. Tess, what? And maybe everybody. If you were a fossil that was found by modern scientists, what would you be doing? You know, like how sometimes they find dinosaurs like in the midst of a battle, or like they were pooping or something like that. What would you be doing? Tripping on your own feet? As we see here, the reason that this was so perfectly preserved is because this person took a tumble of their own accord. All right, bigger shovel. We need 600 to get to the drill. We're working on it. Wait, did I fall down the deep hole? Oh, no, there it is. I was like, I know it's around here somewhere. Oh, I need to buy lights. That's right. Whee! Okay, we're gonna put it right there. Put it on the wall that can't be dug. So we're just looking around. We're down at silver level, so I would like to dig around here. The hole doesn't have to be perfect over here, because once I get the drill, then we're in like power wash mode, where we're literally just going back and forth in the yard, digging lines out. Do do do. Wee, running around at the speed of sound. I did this a lot cleaner last stream, but right now we're just kind of going a little chaotic, and then we'll go from there, you know? But I do kind of want to do it like layer by layer, you know? Like, look at all these rocks. Like, once you really just shave the top off, right, you see like everything, and you're like, wow, there actually is a lot of resources in this game. Now, I think what I'm going to do, you know, we've done a nice little bit over here. We're kind of clearing this off. I think I want to clear around the edges around this, kind of spiral my way down so I can get some higher level ores. So I can hopefully slowly save up for, you know, the better battery and the better drill. So I'm going to basically try and build like a ramp down this way. You know what I mean? It is one of those ones. Oh, there's a hole, or there's a rock that I need to make sure to leave space for a hole. So I'm gonna have to like dig up and then dig down and then blow it up. So we're not gonna touch any of that. Big drill! Do. We're digging a hole, we're digging a hole. Hey there, baby, we're digging a hole. Okay. We're at -9 meters. All right, this is going to take longer than I expected, okay? Not gonna lie. You saw someone compare the success of this to the mid-response to Star Wars Outlaws, and why I was like, one is a $70 game from a global development studio, and the other is $5 from a guy. Yeah, I do think we're seeing the death of AAA. The costs have become bloated because AAA studios have been poisoned by the idea that everything has to be the highest possible graphics and this, that, and the other. Like, that's how they compete. A lot of them just aren't hitting. Like, every company is releasing one or two that just completely crush them. The only company that really doesn't have a lot of misses, one that has a ton of hits, Nintendo. You know what they don't care about? Being the most highly graphic fidelity game ever with the most complex shading and this, that, and the other. Turns out they just focus on making fun games. And they also build consoles that are a more modern level rather than the future level, and thus they actually make money on selling their consoles. None of the other studios do. Like, Sony and Xbox, they take a hit when you buy an Xbox or a PlayStation. But when you buy games, they make it up. As someone who isn't old, I was born as the Nintendo Entertainment System, I think, came out. Like I don't know what year it came out, but it might have been the year I was born, or close to it, you know? So I've watched the entirety of the graphical boom, and let me tell you, the difference from 85 to 90, from 90 to 95, from 95 to 2000, from 2000 to 2005, those were leaps and bounds. Massive. Every time a new console came out, it was like the world had changed. Gotta be honest. PS3, PS4, PS5, not that big of a difference. Now, the amount of processing they're doing, the little details that they're getting in there, like all the that much stuff that can happen, turns out that's not really that big of a thing when you're in the thick of it, you know? Will you stop and look at it and go, wow, that's gorgeous? Yes. You'll appreciate it. You'll love it. It's great. But is it really new console worthy? Is it really $700 for the new console and then $80 for a new game because that's what they're going to start charging? Is it that? So anyway, it's just like the amount of money put in, it's diminishing returns. It's diminishing returns. At the end of the day, most gamers care about being entertained through the experience of gaming, not through the experience of watching. Like, if you want to see something with incredible computer-generated effects and things like that, go watch a movie, you know? Go watch a CG animated movie, and for an hour and a half, you can watch the most impressive graphics of anything you've ever seen, and no game will ever come close. When you're playing a game, it's more about the game being good, right? You can put out the prettiest game ever, but if the game sucks, then the game sucks, right? But you can put out a hideous game, but if the gameplay is good, people are going to buy it, people are going to play it, people are going to love it. Wisconsin, you're rocking the -17 degrees Fahrenheit. Y'all over there, y'all just live in the ice. Like, if there was an ice gym, an ice Pokemon gym in the United States, y'all have a good claim for that to be your thing. I just realized, wouldn't that be a fun thing to do, is to create, like, what would the different gym leaders look like and be their types in the different states? Texas, fire, Rapidash as the main, right? Got some horses. Oregon, Leaf Gym. Lots of chill Pokemon. So like maybe like a shaman, maybe an executor, you know. What's the gym leader like? Totally laid back, chill hippie. The Texan one would be I would say like a really happy, talkative cowboy who's just like, oh, you want to fight some Pokemons? Well, let's all go. Shoot. As someone who only kind of knows Pokemon, what do you think they're going to announce on Pokemon Day? I don't know enough about Pokemon to really know. There are some people in here who know way more. Fawn, are you here? Do you know? Nyx, are you here? You want my uninformed opinion? I mean, if the Switch, 2.0 is going to be a thing, whatever the new Switch is, if that's a thing that's coming out relatively soon, which I think it is, right? Then I would say just a new mainline Pokemon game or a Pokemon Legends game. So like the follow-up to Arceus. At first, I didn't think that one was like successful. I thought people didn't like that one, but Anna seems to have really liked it. And so I feel like it's too soon for them to do a new mainline game. But then people pointed out to me that it actually is around the time when a new one might be announced. Though, the thing that messes with that is that the other one had DLC, so it's like, when do you count the end of its life cycle? Was the end of its life cycle when the game came out or when the DLC came out? Because that basically determines as to whether or not we're at the point where they would expect to make a new one. But, you want to sell the console? You're going to have a Pokemon game. Don't do a Minecraft, don't dig out your floor. That lamp's gonna go. Or is it gonna float? Is it gonna float? Oh my gosh, it's floating. Look at it. Look at it, I didn't break it. It just exists. That's cool. Oh, getting into the dark zone. I'm actually going to have to start putting up lights on the walls, even though, the sun's out, but the sun is not directly overhead. So we're getting major shadow situation. Oh. Silver. It's a really deep pool. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna fill the bottom with about 60 meters of concrete, but yeah, just to make sure that it's stable. Battery. Oh, hey, it's the first mine. Look at this hole. Hey there, YouTube. Progress on the hole update. Doing that, and I just realized it's sort of the shape of an Among Us. Do y'all see the Among Us? So yeah, I mean, one thing you could do, like next time I played this, if I really wanted to go even faster than before, is actually dig on this side. Because you hit the mine first. Gold is in this mine, so that's where you're going to get the quickest upgrades, is by doing that. Here. Don't worry, I know there's a chest in there. All right, YouTube, we're diving back in. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Dynamite, lamps, and money. Okay, peoples of YouTube, giving you a quick update from down here. We have made it to the first mine. All right, dug it out, grabbed the treasure that was in here. There was a lot of money, a couple of lights. It's good stuff. And there's a magical floating light. I want to see if I can make more of those. We'll see. We'll find out. Boop, ba boop. All right. Keeping on digging. Since I've now upgraded everything, it's time to splurge on dynamites. Yeah, I guess so. Next time I go up, I should just buy a bajillion dynamites. Oh, I heard Big Rock. Okay. In the Big Rock Candy Mountains. Boop-a-doop, boop, boop-a-doop, boop. Nyx, I know you watched We Sing as a kid, right? I know some of y'all did. Big Rock Candy Mountains was my fave. What am I trying to say? If you follow me for a while, you know that I will just randomly make up a little song in my head, and I'll like sing like a couple bars of something. Not a whole song, but I'll just sing a random thing that I just made up in the moment. I think it's because as a kid, I watched the We Sing tapes all the time, which was like a kid's, just entertainment thing with a bunch of songs. People sing and go through magical worlds. It's incredible. I think that's why I like really bizarre fantasy that challenges your... it's not even challenging your beliefs, just challenging like things that you've seen before. Core memory unlocked? Yeah, Nix, we talked about it a while back. I don't remember when. The whole core memory unlock thing for sure, because they have a YouTube channel, and I went there, and there was one where I was like, huh, it looks kind of familiar, but I don't remember it. And then I watched it, and it was like, oh my gosh, all the memories coming forward, all this kind of stuff. It was the one that I'd watched the most, because it was like Grandpa's World of Magical Toys or whatever. And guess what happens? The kids get shrunk down, and then suddenly they're hanging out with toys. And what do we all know about Price? He loves the whole kind of, we shrank, we're tiny, right? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Y'all know how much I love Grounded. What do you do, Punchinello, funny fellow? What do you do, Punchinello, funny you? Great times. Great times. Do you know the Muffin Man? But do you know the Muffin Man? And like, he has a muffin, and then it magically splits into pieces because he's taught how to share. Oh, it's great. It's great. Like, it's like, you know, tired Barney, wired We Sing. That's where it's at, all right? But I also watched a lot of Barney. In Grandpa's Magical Toys, though, Nix, do you remember the, I can't remember what the song it's based off, but it was like, Hambone. Do you remember that? And like the skunk or whatever stares like directly dead into the camera, goes like, Hambone. Like that right there. Like that needs to be a reaction gif. It's too good. Hambone. It's, I can't remember the song they're singing, but it's like they are on the toy carousel, and it's like a skunk and a beaver and something else. And one of them, like in the song, like the hook is added in, and they go, Hambone. And it's like this like zoom in shot. It's like, think about, oh my God, here's what it really is. Y'all know like dramatic reaction squirrel? It was like that 10 years before it happened. That looks like a big rock in the wall. Okay. All right, then we'll go buy a bunch of dynamite. Yeah, see? I saw it. Dude, I think I mentioned this the other day, but again, when I say other day, I guess I mean months. Chrissy and I babysat my niece and nephew back in December, and I was playing video games with my my nephew at the time. He kept on saying, while we were playing, just kept on yelling, Jerry James! Jerry James! He kept on saying it, and I was like, who's Jerry James? I asked him, and he's just like, oh, I just made it up. I lost it. I started laughing so hard, because he just made up some person, Jerry James, just so he could yell the name, Jerry James, whenever he's succeeding at something. Can you make Jerry James famous? Please? Please? And I actually, texted my brother about it later. I was like, has he been saying that to you? Because he was saying it and it was like a thing that he made up, and I lost it. I was laughing. I put that in the brothers group chat, and so like my other brothers are like, they love it. They'll say Jerry James now. But my brother was like, well, he hasn't been, but I just asked him about it, and he thought it was, he started laughing, and now he is doing it, so thanks. All I needed to hear was Uncle Price thought that was funny, and he's like, oh, okay, I'm doing this forever. It was the funniest thing, dude. Have we done a few just scattered dynamite showers yet? No, we could. Why not? Oh, hold on. Whee! Let's go recharge. I still need to set off 35 dynamites, yeah. All right. Thought maybe that would be 4 seconds, but that's fine. We'll just drop all the way down once it's full, once it's fully gone. Catching up with My Happy Marriage on Netflix. Ooh, is it a good one? Chrissy's been slowly getting into anime lately. It's been a while since I've really done it, but I recently jumped onto Chrissy's Crunchyroll and started rewatching Guyver. Guyver, the Bio-Boosted Armor, 2007, Guyver. Fantastic. It's a remake of the Guyver series from the 80s, which was like one of my first anime and continues to this day to be like one of my favorite anime because it's basically like R-rated Power Rangers with aliens. You once saw the Guyver live action movie? It's funny. I rewatched it recently and it's not as bad as I remembered, but it's like it does an okay version of badly putting across the story of Guyver. Like the main points pretty much hit. This is a movie that I could save in editing. Edited for 80s style, for 80s style. So it's a movie that could be saved in editing. It's not as bad as I thought it was first. There is a second one, Guyver Dark Hero. Same quality level. Maybe a little bit better because it's got like more costumes and stuff. The star of that movie, y'all, David Hayter, voice of Solid Snake. He's the Guyver in Guyver 2. So if you ever want to see David Hayter acting, Guyver Dark Hero. You cannot find a copy of it anywhere, but it is available in a very, very poor copy on YouTube. We're making some distance. Oh boy. This is wild. Oh, it's wild. Have any of y'all ever read or heard the creepypasta Tales from the Gas Station? Like I said, there's a podcast I listen to. They read creepypastas. It's called Creepcast. Tales from the Gas Station is a really good one. It's a creepypasta about a guy. A creepypasta is essentially a short horror story, but told in the vein of, hey, Reddit, this happened. It's pretty neat, and it's about a guy who works at a gas station, but it's like working at the haunted gas station, in between towns or whatever. But he's also like super aloof. So it's like in the very first one of the very first things is like, went into the bathroom and there was a cowboy there. He's there sometimes. He says hello and everything like that. They say he's a ghost or whatever, which, okay. Like, but it just doesn't faze him, Well, there's some plants out back gotta take care of. They look a lot like human baby hands coming out of the ground and they scream when I get rid of them. But, it's gotta be done. Like, that kind of stuff. Just totally silly. You did watch some streamers play a game based around a creepy gas station? Exactly. It's like that gas station, very much so. Like, hiring Vlad, right? A guy who seemingly comes and is like a scary, evil monster, and then being like, hey, will you help me clean up? Very much that. It's very much like that. Anyway, it's a really good, if you like that kind of story, it's a really good one that's got a good sense of humor to it because the main character is just so aloof. It's like nothing phases him, period. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like bizarre world with way bonkers stuff happening and the main character that you're experiencing through talks about it just matter of fact. And in that world, it's not matter of fact. This is clearly an anomaly. It's weird. It's potentially dangerous, like all that kind of stuff. But he's just one of those guys who's just like, whatever. Like, if you ever saw Office Space, like that guy. What was the podcast? It's called Creepcast. We got more floating lights! Nice. Oh my gosh, did the double lights stick around too? I didn't even notice. So we've got those two floating. We've got one floating way up there, and now we've got this one floating here. Love it! Now on my way down, I'm gonna have to make sure not to land on one when I'm doing my jump. You like my Foghorn Leghorn impression?
Well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I find this to be a kangaroo court. This is the kangaroo
Not too long
court.
ago, an episode of Dropout, where they are not Dropout, Game Changer, I think, or maybe Make Some Noise, where which is on Dropout with Paul F. Tompkins, and they were like, you know how there's that whole like a simple Southern lawyer or whatever, just like I'm just a simple lawyer from Kentucky kind of thing, but it was like be a very complex, confusing lawyer from Kentucky. So it's basically, you know, like almost like What the Sock, where you're talking nonsense, but in that voice, like, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client could not have stolen all of the burgers, for he is not the Hamburglar. Pip the Stinker. I can't believe that was the prompt that I was given, by the way. That was fun, though. That game, if you've got a team of people who can... Basically, if you got TTRPG people, it's the kind of game that's not for everybody because it requires you to be creative. Pip walked free. Oh, yeah, I'm a good lawyer. My grandfather was a judge. No joke. And he flew a desk in World War II. That means he was a lawyer for the Air Force. Here's the easiest way to remember lawyer talk. Sustained means frayed not, and overruled means frayed so. That's pretty good. I love that every time Ash said objection, Jazzy would be like, sustained. But it's like, you gotta wait until he says why he's objecting. Here we go. Whee! Whee! Cool. And then we just gotta shave off the excess. So yeah, dynamite's great because we opened the treasure box thing. And in there, you get the larger dynamite radius. And so because of that, we're able to do this and really blow things up. We're getting close, y'all. We're at 90. Ooh, we are right above it. Ooh, we're close. Ah! That was fun. Look, y'all! It's empty! Hey, you too! Look at the empty! Oh, I'm at the top. I'm at the top. Let's flip and go, y'all. We're jumping. All right. Okay. Oh. Thought I did. Gonna need it. Gonna die anyways. Okay. All right there, YouTube. Made a little progress, as in all of the progress. And now we're gonna try and get an achievement about jumping and falling for 4 seconds. We're at the top. Whee! Ow. Did it work? 3.9? I mean, how do you... Literally at the sky! We went as high as possible! What? Alright, hold on. We'll try again. 1 millisecond. I know, right? We're gonna try again. Alright. Is there an even higher ceiling? No? I'm gonna start on top of the gazebo. This is as high up as I can go. Did it! Yay! There must have been a slightly higher part of that bit. Yay! We did it! All right, the only achievement that I need to get is the speedrun one, which we definitely didn't get on this run. Maybe I'll try in the future. That one's gonna be tricky for me to figure out. I had previously jumped from 999. I know, right? The one that I did right before it. No, literally a millisecond. Literally a millisecond. Okay, but we did it! It was one of those ones we were digging and then suddenly it was done. Used a lot of dynamite. Love me some dynamite. Yeah, just like this. Yay! But yeah, for YouTube, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed me digging a hole. And this is how I'm gonna dig some more. But yeah, see y'all next time. Bye-bye. Nice.